but I'm quite sure you said, if you commit treason, you should get the death penalty.
Now,
right? Now
what words are you missing from that sentence? Because it sounds like you just heard a clip.
No. I watched the whole thing.
Okay, well then
and
why
then
are you,
at
why are you,
one point afterwards,
okay, so let's
said,
pause. Let's pause. We'll break this down. We'll break this down.
Sure.
Is it currently codified in law that if you commit treason, you are out? The penalty is death.
What do you mean by codified?
What's up, everyone? In this one, we're diving into this heated exchange where Sam Seder confronts his blacklisting from various podcasts and Tim Pool's stance on the death penalty. Sam's got some strong words for Tim, and Tim's trying to push back. We're looking at a clash of hypocrisy, contradictions, and bias. This clip is about how Sam Seder's outspoken approach may have cost him some serious opportunities. So let's jump in, break down what's really going on here, because one thing is clear, Seder's not holding back, and neither are we. Let's get into it.
We got to talk about what am I doing here?
Sure. I was going to start light, but you can go with whatever you want.
No, I mean, it's light to me, but like what? I thought I was banned. Didn't you say I was banned and blacklisted?
Maybe. I don't know the specifics. You have to, there's something to that effect.
I can send you a link. But there's, I mean, I teed it up here.
It's hard for me to remember verbatim everything I said, but
let's see what do we got here?
I would say.
Oh, I mean, you pretty specifically banned.
Did I say no Sam Seder at all?
Well, I think so. Here, wait a second.
Trouble. Sam Seder's blacklisted by a lot of podcasts.
Yeah. Did I say us?
I'm not exaggerating. This is not a joke. Yes, there are many large podcasts that have outright said they will never work with him, and it has nothing to do with being afraid to debate him. Sam Seder's off the list. This guy is a manipulative, lying con man.
I mean, that's pretty strong stuff.
My confusion comes from, did I say I would never have you on?
Don't have anything to do with him. And that's why Sam Seder makes all these videos, and he focuses on drama. I mean, the man's obsession with Dave Rubin is laughable.
I agree with that to this day.
Oh no, I actually I have
did I say
real reason for that.
Did I say?
Yeah, of course.
I would never bring you on.
Oh yeah, you did.
Tim's already on shaky ground here, and Sam's pointing out the clear contradiction in Tim's stance on Sam's supposed blacklist. Here's the hypocrisy. Tim claims he's all about open discussion, yet he cuts Sam off from exactly that. Sam's calling out Tim's selective memory, and Tim is starting to falter. Let me know. Be sure to leave your opinions down in the comments below as we go through this clip. This is a debatable channel where we want to hear all sides. Also, be sure to give us a like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Let's get back into it.
Okay, I might have.
I don't know if I have that specific video teed up. I might, though.
I may have. I usually, if I get like heated or something, but I tend not to be as definitive on things like this.
Well, it wasn't just that one time, too. When you went on Patrick Bet-David's show, you said the same thing.
Well, but you know, it's true.
What's true?
There are a lot of big shows that have blacklisted you.
Oh, I have no doubt.
It's not about you, nobody wanting to debate you. I mean, the first thing I asked was like, let's talk about the issues, and you immediately pulled up drama.
It's not drama. I mean, I think everybody wants to know. It's like a weird, you know, if you, I used to be a script writer, and if you put a loaded gun in the first scene and you don't resolve it, people are going to be distracted. So this way we can just deal with this, get that out of the way, and then move on to stuff that is more, I think, like substantive.
Yeah. But that's it, right? It's not my business to tell other shows that have brought it up. But
I'm not concerned about other shows. I know what. I'm just curious. What am I doing here? I don't really have conceptions of you.
This started because you said something that was untrue about my position on the death penalty, and I was like, I think Sam saw a clip that someone pulled out of context and didn't actually hear like my 2-hour diatribe on.
Yeah, no.
Here's a classic sidestep from Tim. Context defense is right up there with fake news when you want to dodge a question. Tim's essentially implying that anyone questioning his statements just didn't get the full picture. This is deflection 101, folks. He's using word salad to evade a direct contradiction on his death penalty stance. Bold move, Tim, but Seder's not letting this one slide.
I think actually what I was talking about, I don't think I ever said whether you believe in the death penalty or not. I mean,
you cited a quote where you said that I said something like,
I cited a quote, or did I play a video?
At the beginning of a video, Tim Pool agrees that people who commit treason should get the death penalty, which is
that right? Do you have the video? You must have the video. No? Oh, wait a second.
And I just went, holy crap. And
Let me see if I got it, because I'm pretty sure I remember this. It was in the context of you suing Kamala Harris.
And so
And you
here's
were
the
on
issue.
with Laura Loomer.
Right.
And you said the words,
Here we go.
people who get the death penalty, people who commit treason should get the death penalty.
What's the context of that sentence?
What's the context of that
Right.
sentence?
So there's a clip that's 5 seconds long.
Oh, no, but I watched the whole rest of it. Like, I know you went back and forth, but it was so weird, because you should really, if you can find this and put this up, because what I found fascinating about it was that you literally did say on multiple times in that going back and forth, because apparently what happened is you got in trouble at one point with, I don't know, some streaming service about people calling for the death penalty or whatever it was. I don't know the background of that.
YouTube says you can't call for the death penalty as a legal mechanism.
Okay. And so she brought up, I think these people committed treason. They should get the death penalty. And you said,
I don't know if she said, I think
well,
she
I
said,
don't care what she said, really, for this sake. But I'm quite sure you said, if you commit treason, you should get the death penalty.
Now,
Right?
All right, let's pause here. Seder's cornering Tim on his own words, and this is where Tim's backpedaling begins. Sam's making it clear, you said it, own it. This isn't about agreeing or disagreeing with the death penalty. It's about whether Tim's principles hold water. A classic setup, and Sam's questioning Tim's stance to expose a potential contradiction. And guess what? Tim will continue to stumble.
Now, what words are you missing from that sentence? Because it sounds like you just heard a clip.
No. I watched the whole thing.
Okay, well then
and
why
then
are you,
at
why are you-
one point
so let-
afterwards,
Okay,
you
so let's
said,
pause. We'll
Yeah.
break this down. We'll break this down.
Sure.
Is it currently codified in law that if you commit treason, you are out? The penalty is death.
What do you mean by codified?
Like, is U.S. law states that the penalty for treason is death?
Not necessarily, but it
literally.
is one.
It is right. The penalty for treason is death.
What is the penalty for murder?
It varies. It can
Right.
be,
It can be the death penalty.
Exactly.
So it's the exact same dynamic as treason.
Yes. So if we're talking about, in that context, people levying war against the United States, to which I said, I don't believe any of these people committed treason.
Correct.
Sedition would be trying to undermine or cause damage to the government.
Correct. That's
Treason.
not the issue.
Right. And so the context of that conversation is, one, I don't agree with the death penalty. And in no circumstances, I
But you
routinely-
did say the words. If you committed treason, you should get the death penalty.
Okay. So once again, do you not understand?
Would you agree if someone commits murder, that they should get the death penalty?
No.
I agree with that.
Right. And
But you did say if they
so-
commit treason, they should get the death penalty.
So if we're talking about the penalty for levying war against a country, whether you want it to or not, if a judge sentences someone to death, should they get the death penalty?
If a judge, I don't think people should get the death penalty under any circumstances.
If someone is shooting at another person, should they be shot at and killed?
If someone's shooting at another person, should they be shot at
Yeah.
and killed?
If someone is committing an act of violence and actively, is it within the legal rights of a person to return with lethal force?
You mean self-defense?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Right now, whether you want it to or not, if someone robs a liquor store, should they go to jail?
Should they go to jail?
Under the current laws, regardless of your opinions, should the police arrest the person?
Should the people arrest the person for robbing a liquor store?
Yes.
I mean, I think they should, yes.
Do you think in literally every single circumstance, then, no matter what happens, if someone commits a robbery, they should be arrested?
I mean, I suppose there could be extenuating circumstances, but yes, if you commit a crime, you should be arrested. I remember this now, actually. We were going over the ridiculousness of your lawsuit, and I said, Tim says he doesn't agree with the death penalty. That's fine. And then they played more where you say, if you've committed treason, you should get the death penalty. And the interesting thing is,
let's
then
do
I
this.
watched, hold on, but let me finish. And
Do
then,
you want to do a drama circle jerk, or do you want to actually talk about the ideas of the death penalty and what should or should not happen?
Now, Sam's frustration is boiling over. He's calling out Tim's tactic of making it all about drama. Here's the hypocrisy. Tim acts like he's above the drama, yet every point he makes somehow circles back to the very drama he says he wants to avoid. This line, it's a pure projection from Tim. Sam's showing that Tim's responses are nothing but evasive deflections, and he's absolutely right.
No, I think that I personally am against the death penalty. I think
So let's
you
talk
are
about
maybe against the death penalty.
I'm 100% against death penalty.
But what I found fascinating, it was as if you watch that video as it goes further along, and maybe you can release it. I don't know if it's behind a paywall or what. I watched it somewhere, so I know it exists. Maybe it was on Rumble. And if you go along, it's almost like you catch yourself and you realize, like, wait a second, I'm against the death penalty.
This is gold. Sam's pulling out the ultimate gotcha here, catching Tim contradicting himself on camera. The man can't even keep his own opinion straight. It's almost like Tim's so busy playing both sides, he forgets where he actually stands. Sam's exposing him for the hypocritical tightrope walk he's been doing to please both sides, all while pretending to have a moral high ground.
So, no, you shouldn't get capital punishment. And that's one of the things that I think, like, in terms of, like, that I have always found fascinating about you, and that there was actually a great video by Timba Toast on how you vacillate between different political ideas as a way of, like, maintaining a certain brand.
What is the brand?
This back and forth was a brutal showcase of double standards and dodging accountability. Tim's tap dancing around his stance is nothing new, but Seder's calling it out. That's the real show. Sam's straightforward style is what's missing from a lot of these conversations, and this clash reveals why Seder's blacklisted, not because he can't debate, but because he's a no-nonsense figure who exposes flimsy arguments on the spot. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion down in the comments below. If you agree or disagree with a lot of the points made within this clip, be sure to give us a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.